Hi, my name is Patrick McDonald. I'm the owner and operator of Campaign Services, LLC. I help candidates and community advocates reach their electorate through mail, phone, web, and of course, direct voter contact on doors and in the field. In the past 5 years, I've helped 26 candidates win their elections, and I'd be happy to help you in your campaign. I wanted to talk today briefly about something I've talked about before, and that is signage. So, big signage is one of those things that a lot of candidates are both excited and really anxious about all at the same time. So, a lot of candidates are usually bombarded by people offering to put up signs, usually for a very, very hefty price. And you have to ask these would-be sign installers a couple questions, or else you can get in a lot of trouble and it can be a real headache. First things first, ask a person offering to put up large signs for you, have they ever done it before? It's one of those things that a carpenter or an amateur carpenter can offer to do, but they don't realize just how much work and special skill goes into it. So ask if they've done it before. Second, ask if they already have their own supplies. So there are stakes, zip ties, pile drivers, hammers, and a lot of times specialty nails and nuts and literal bolts that people can use to install 4x8s and 4x4s successfully. Second, ask if they know the law on what right-of-way is in your state, city, or jurisdiction. It is very easy for someone to pass a strip of land or a house or a derelict property and say a sign would be great here. In fact, they're intruding on a private property or they're installing a sign in public right-of-way, sometimes egregiously unsafe. And second, how much does it cost per sign? And does that include takedown? So win, lose, or draw at the end of your campaign, your sign is going to have to be taken down. You don't want to pay a second time, especially if you don't win, to deal with the aftermath. You should really, really look for someone who can know up front that they're going to be taking it down and they have already been paid, or there's an agreement ahead of time for a takedown. And of course, finally, ask if they already have locations in mind. So some cities are big, some cities, counties, states are very large. Most good sign installers have a small or large handful of places already in mind, and they can get the process started. What you don't want to happen is you don't want to be managing sign installation personally, and you don't want to be meeting them at the hardware store with your credit card out to pay for literally thousands of dollars worth of stakes. Finally, ask if storage costs are included. If you're a small campaign, it's probably you, the candidate, and maybe a campaign manager or general consultant. If you can't store the signage and materials ahead of time or after they're printed, then the person who installs the signs, who you're paying often thousands of dollars to do so, needs to be responsible for picking them up.